So for this speech, I will ask you to close your eyes, please, and I will now begin to ask you to imagine yourself as a 7-year-old walking in class for the first time, having to deal with unfamiliar faces looking at you with disgusted expressions. Look out, here comes Big Bad Mama. Run, she's gonna eat you. You're worth nothing. Now you can open your eyes. My daily routine consisted of negative comments thrown at me, getting laughed at constantly. It was like eating was my only hope of happiness through the problems I was going through. Now I will begin to inform you of my eating disorder. Recently, there has been many articles stating in the United States that nearly 24 years ago, eating disorder was discovered. As I read about eating disorder, I found that eating disorder is not only for overweight individuals, but also for underweight. Learning more about eating disorder will help you understand what causes this to happen and what can be done to avoid it. Learning more about eating. So first, who does this happen to, and what is eating disorder? According to Dr. Anya Mandel wrote, eating disorders are mental illnesses that causes serious conflict in a person's everyday diet. Mandel stated that this eating disorder either can be eating extremely small amounts of food or overeating. Mandel overstates that eating disorder puts in risk individuals' lives, especially at a young age. On the other hand, according to Judith Banker, a doctor of the University of Brown, she published an article stating that she wrote that this doesn't only occur to children, but also to female. She also mentions that she did her studies based on her patients. Dr. Banker, not to mention, also mentions that most females are well known to be sentimental, nervous, worried, and questionable about their body weight. Now that you have a better understanding of what is eating disorder and who does this happen to, I will begin to discuss four common types of disorders, and secondly, I will announce which one I can relate to. So first, anorexia is when you think you're overweight, when in reality you're not, so you're feared to gain weight. Bulimia is when you're vomiting and you do excessive exercising. Purging disorder is when you do over vomiting and you have appearance of body weight, appearance of like pale face or weak body, you could say. And binge eating is when you eat junk food often. And night eating syndrome is nighttime eating. So the one I can relate to it is this one, nighttime eating. The reason I can relate to this is because I will overeat because of the comments people would tell me, because they didn't know what I was going through at home, so they would put me down. At school, I wouldn't eat much. I would just wait until the nighttime until I got home. It was very difficult. So during the night, I would literally have like 2 bags of chips and three cups of soda cans, and I would hit them under my bed and eat them overnight. So after discussing this is me, this is literally how I was at 8 years old. I was supposed to weigh 75 pounds. Was my regular weight, but eventually I weighed 90 pounds. So because of my classmates would often judge me and put me down, I had a friend who was missing a missing ear, and I to one point said to myself, I wish I had no ear. I wish I couldn't hear the comments people would tell me. And this friend, she had a missing ear. She was going through a lot of other stuff, but what caught my attention is that she always brushed off negative comments, and she was involved in a program called Zumba. So this program was about people working with exercising and stuff. So then I soon became involved, and it also helped me look at the world differently. So I became more interested of doing different things. So to end things up, I would like to say my weight does not define who I am. As a matter of fact, the weight I once had made me a stronger person I am today.